Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Krista here to do a mid-month check-in for all of my Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is a general mid-month check-in for you. It's currently the 20th of February, and you can look forward to your extended monthly forecast readings beginning March 2018, so I hope that you like those. I am working with two new decks today. I have the Good Tarot here and, of course, the Romance Angels Tarot. And if you've been watching for a while, you know that I've been working strictly with Oracle cards. So this is as close to an Oracle theme that I could find with original Tarot designs and meanings. So I'm really comfortable using this deck. I hope you enjoy it. So we're asking, in a general sense, for all of my Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what is any advice you need for a pressing issue this week? What is advice for Pisces regarding a pressing issue this week? We're looking for advice for Pisces for a pressing issue this week. And ideally, we're looking for one jumper at a time. And let's keep shuffling. If we don't get at least one jumper, what I will do is draw from the center of the deck for you. What is advice or knowledge that Pisces needs for any pressing issue at this time? Advice or knowledge for Pisces for pressing issue at this time. So Pisces, in the interest of time, I'm going to pull from the center. I know that you can scroll ahead, but certainly in the interest of time from my end, it makes more sense to pull these for you. And then I will account for this. Nice. I will account for this when I do your monthly forecast because, look at this, Wheel of Fortune. I do prefer jumpers is what I'm trying to get at. All right, let us begin. First thing I'm noticing already is that you could be trapped by your own thoughts right now or feel that you're trapped by something with regard to your heart, possibly a romantic venture that you need to put the brakes on if it feels like it's spiraling out of control here, or if it feels fated or larger than you. Again, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you are a Pisces Lilith or a Pisces Venus, this I would suggest would apply for you as well. In fact, I may even begin starting to read for all of my general readings for Sun, Moon, Rising, Lilith, and Venus, because I know a lot of people's astrology charts, and when I look at the Pisces and their Lilith and Venus and not just their Sun, Moon, and Rising, I'm seeing a lot of identification here. So those other elements could appeal to you as well. So check it out. Especially if you know that your Venus and your Lilith is in another sign and you're a Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, check out the other signs, see if that helps as well. Your general energy is the Wheel of Fortune. This is really just, large endings and beginnings, not necessarily a death, as in transformation, but you're coming out of something and into something that is designed for you to do. It's like the divine timing. It's like this is right now. But it's also something that's larger than you and that you don't necessarily have a hand in. You didn't produce this. You couldn't stop this. There may be a sense of feeling, as I mentioned, like trapped, or maybe, you can't get away from it, but you can, because this is your own thought process. And what is happening, it looks like, is that there is a thought process in opposition to an actual matter of the heart. So let's look at why. So you have the Page of Cups here. This is really just a new way to identify or to express your heart. So anytime we're dealing with water or the cups, we're dealing with the emotions, the emotional component possibly romance, but definitely the emotions on any level. And this is a new way of getting to understand something, or maybe new information was provided to you. We do have one court card here. This is in the current position or your present position. I'm going to suggest this is you. You are a water sign, unless you're dealing with another individual and they do have Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces in their sun, moon, and rising. This other person could feel like they're in control of your emotions, but I'm going to suggest that this is you and that you are developing or have developed a new way of expressing your emotions here, or that they have come to you or someone else has come to you with an expression of their emotions. So in the Queen of Cups here, the artwork is stunning, by the way. I hope you can see this in detail. We're looking again. I said this could be you. This could be you sitting in your power here. You've understood a new way of understanding or identifying with your emotions. If this is beautiful. But again, you're going to be a little bit at odds with what you think about it. But it's no one keeping yourself trapped in those thoughts but you. So recognize that you yourself can get yourself out of those thoughts, if not the situation, okay? So as I said, this could be an energy. If that's the case, the energy is someone who is very emotionally aware, responsible, very easily able to express their emotions in a competent way here. It's someone who, if it isn't you and it is another person, it's probably someone who is over 30, whether a male or female. Basically, we're looking at a sense of accomplishment within this realm. So feeling very accomplished with and by and through the emotional or even the romantic senses or sensibilities. And here's where we're looking at our probable outcome with the Eight of Air. Again, this is the Eight of Swords, if you recognize, or if you want to look at the original imagery for the Eight of Swords, it has a woman or a man in a what looks like a tight position, surrounded by swords, surrounded by their thoughts. But the curious part about it is that they can free themselves, okay? It's like trapping yourself. And again, we're looking at thoughts and ideas as opposed to the actual emotions. So you could just be at odds about why or how you're feeling this way. If it has to do with someone else, why or how they're feeling this way. But something's coming to a close here about it. Something is having sort of like a natural, like a cycle, right? Again, you literally don't have any control over it. You couldn't, they couldn't. It's just, it's time. Its own time. Here we have clean it up. This is getting rid of old energy. Absolutely. This is where you're going to want to apply this. You're going to want to get rid of these old thought processes or patterns around an emotional issue that you probably have even come to terms with, but for some reason it's sort of like haunting your thoughts here somehow. It's time to give it up, right? The cycle is over. It's time to accept things and people and themes and time and places and events for what they are. Acceptance could really be your best friend right now. It could really do a lot of healing. It could get you out of this tight psychological spot right now. There could be some forgiveness work that needs to be done. Definitely letting go. Clean it up is really about like getting rid of the old in with the new type thing. Because there doesn't look to be urgency or an emergency in the emotional realm, I am going to suggest that we're going to clean up negative thinking or spiral thinking. Okay, my dear Pisces, and healing family issues is another advice card for you. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Big fan of this. This doesn't get talked about enough, particularly if you do feel like this is an issue for you and you're struck by or feel stuck or succumb to your thoughts around this issue, that only you can set yourself free. Believe it or not, there could be old familial issues here, even a brother or a sister. It doesn't have to be your parent. It could be someone who acted as a parent in your life. It could be an uncle or an aunt. Whoever acted as a parent in your life. This is what we're looking at. Healing family issues. What is it that you couldn't get from this person? Only you know who that is playing itself out as a psychosexual or psycho-relating or in the world of your psyche, okay? And you may not even want to get to the bottom of this. I understand that. I understand it. It's going to take effort. It's probably painful. It feels like you're stuck. It might even be comfortable there. But you know, this is advice, right? Like if you want to get out of this state or this condition or position, this is advice for you. You have to clean up old energy. You have to let something go here that isn't working for you anymore or isn't fulfilling or isn't filling your emotional cup. And then if you want to go deep so that you don't repeat the cycle or don't have this invited back into your psyche or your world, as it were, you're going to dig deep here and look at some family issues or concerns or forgiveness matters around individuals who played impactful roles in your upbringing here. So I really hope that this was beneficial to you, Pisces. As I always say, I hope it was helpful and healing in some way. Thank you, as always, for your encouragement and support. And I look forward to seeing you for your extended monthly forecast in a few weeks. Take excellent care until then. Bye for now.